investor by some reason cannot proceed with other payments. We discussed the penalties. He paid, let's say, 50%. He needs to pay another 30 until the completion. He's trying to sell the unit. He cannot sell the unit. What the developer would do in this case?
In case of failure of payment?
Yes.
So, number one, they will activate the delay clause as per the contract, which is calculating the delay penalties. And they will tell you that you have to pay this much now. Aside from that, in most cases, the developer will feel that it's better for them to just cancel the contract and sell it to someone else. So what they would do, they will approach the land department. They will send a notice through the land department, giving you 30 days to rectify the issue and make your payment. So during this 30 days, it's your time to go and start negotiating with the developer to retract that notice. Not retract it, basically, to just put it to end and close a deal with the developer. If you negotiate and you get a chance, then better. If not, then it means that you are actually in default. Right after that, the developer has a chance to cancel the contract and sell it to someone else. And they will forfeit what you paid. There is a table, that depending on the completion stage of the project.
Yeah, some money can stay with the
investor. 30%, 40%, 20%, depending on the stage. They will forfeit from your amount. The rest, either they need to pay you back or there's no rest, and then they will just go and sell the property to someone else.
What is the time frame that usually the client has? Or it all depends on the relationship with the management?
It depends on the developer itself. Yeah, some developers, they are, for example, again, I don't want to name any developers here, but one of the developers, which for a short period of time, I was representing them because they are extremely good with their investors. The chairman direct instruction to their employees: do not take my investors to the court. Try to be as lenient as you can with them. Help them out. We are giving them homes. We don't want to take them to the court. So this is very noble, right? So we have someone like this, and then we have developers that they don't give you a chance to breathe. Yeah. You delay, right away you will be served with the notice. 30 days off, they sell their property, and that's it.
And when can they serve this notice? After 30 days since the time when the installment is due, or how soon can they serve?
So you need to check the contract. The contract normally covers this procedure, that they will tell you that, okay, in case of delay, we're going to give you a 15 days time to cure the issue, like to rectify the non-payment. Or 30 days, 15 days, whatever. It all is stipulated in the agreement, and you just need to see what your contract is telling you. Mm-hmm. In accordance to that, you will be served. And then if you don't make the payment, they will take it they can immediately take it right after that. Mm-hmm. For example, if they have agreed to give you 15 days, they give you 15 days. You don't pay. On the 16th, they are in the land apartment.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a case when somebody bought an apartment off plan, but when it was delivered, it wasn't as they expected? Maybe the quality is not as good. I'm not talking about the layout. Layout, yes, you can ask for the compensation if it's bigger or smaller. But if we discuss the quality, is there any way to get as well some money back if you're not satisfied with what was delivered?
Okay, good question. I'm actually known for fighting one developer, particular developer, who is again known for doing what you just mentioned in a big scale. So yes, I had many cases. Mm-hmm. There were a case that the developer sold a 2-bedroom apartment to an investor, and they handed over a 1-bedroom.
Oh, Jesus.
And when they went for handover, they said that, but I bought a 2-bedroom. I said, no problem. Here, put a gypsum board in between.
Jesus.
And now you have to. So yeah, we had such a case. And then we had a developer who sold a 5-star hotel apartment with a premium to their investors. And then when it came closer to the date of handover, they informed the investors that come and sign a paper and have consent because we are giving you a residential
I
apartment.
heard about this case. What happened? I
Yeah.
heard about such cases, not specifically.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if
I
it's
filed
the same.
12 cases against this developer for 12 different clients. So what will happen in such situation is that the court will appoint an expert to verify whether we are saying the truth or no. So they will come and read our agreement, and they will go and check the property, and then based on that, they will issue a report. If the report confirms our claim, then definitely the client will get compensation.
And how fair is that independent person who's checking if it's as it is or not? Because we have in the contract, it's mentioned that I'm buying hotel, and here they're asking me to sign that it's residential. It's
So that's more an obvious situation or scenario, yeah, because it's a huge difference. But in a smaller differences, like okay, the quality was supposed to be like this, the floor was supposed to be like this, matters like that. It's not about how honest the expert is, because normally they are supposed to be honest, considering that they are the approved expert of the court, so they have to be honest. Mainly the question perhaps should be that how expert they are, how professional they are, how much they can actually investigate. For example, I had a client who bought a 15 million dirham worth of villa in El Barari, back in the days that we could still get 15 million dirham villa. And then the seller, the agent basically took pictures and videos of the villa and sent it to my client, who was in Germany.
wow, such a case.
Okay.
We have such cases a lot right now.
Yeah, my client was in Germany. He's German, and he contacted his agent. The agent took pictures and videos and sent it to him. He saw it. He said, "I love it. I want this. Right? Close it for me." So sending the documents, everything, signed and all, not knowing that those pictures and videos belong to a year ago, and they were not recent pictures and no recent videos. Okay, so what happened is that during that period of time, the owner rented that villa to a Chinese guy, and that Chinese guy brought 10 Chinese people sitting in the villa, employees. They destroyed the villa. Okay, so by the time that he came for the transfer, he goes to do a site inspection. He sees that, oh my God, this was supposed to be a premium property. It's a disaster.
Yeah.
Water leaking, roof is coming down. It's a big disaster. So he refuses. He said, I'm not buying this. But he signed a contract, right? So what we did, we said that I told him this risk and everything. He was insisting on going to the court. But what happened is that the owner, he went, the moment he saw that we appointed an expert, before that, he brought some workers. He said that, you know what, just clean this place up, fix as much as you can, because people are coming for inspection. So they just fix the outer side of it. The disaster at the back end was there, right? So, but unfortunately, the expert that we had from the court was not expert enough or professional enough to see what has actually happened. So he gave us a report saying that the house is in a perfect condition. You have no reason not to. So the client lost the case just because of this.
I see.
So these are the risks involved in such cases we need to explain to our clients.
And talking about purchase of the property that is under the tenancy contract, that somebody lives there right now. In case if the owner, the seller, let's say gave a notice to vacate the property like 3 months ago, and I'm buying it right now, will I get the property after 9 months? Can I move in there? Like, can I evict the tenant based on the notice that the previous owner sent?
Okay, so you want to say that the previous owner has given a 12 months notice to the tenant saying that he wants to sell the property, and then after 3 months he actually sells the property.
Yes.
So previously this was enough. Now, in accordance to the new rules, this is not enough. It means that the new owner has to come and serve the tenant another notice and give them another 12 months, then only they can evict the tenant.
Okay.
So those days are gone that we used to use the old legal notice to evict the tenant after a month or two, depending on the period that it was passed. Now it doesn't work like that. Now
And since when do we have this new regulations?
a month or so.
Oh, just a month. So.
It was a judgment issued by the Court of Appeal. And
Actually, it doesn't make really sense. Yeah. No. Like
so what they're saying, I agree with you, because it shouldn't change the whole concept of the tenant being aware that they need to leave, right?
Yeah.
They say that the relationship or the obligation that the tenant had was toward the previous owner.
Okay. Now we don't have. Yeah.
The reason that they were agreeing with that is that the owner was not sure if he can sell the property when there is a tenant. So he will give a tenant's a notice to evict. But guess what happened? He actually sold it with the tenant. So there is no issues. So why the tenant needs to leave the house?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that this is the reason behind this new ruling.
That kind of makes sense, yeah.